it's the way.
We want it bin.
Spoken.
Welcome to episode 99 of the Smugglers Galaxy podcast. This is Glen.
And this is Jason.
And we're just setting up for the summer social. We're at Narayan's right now. And I need to turn the pool on. It's on like service mode right now. And Narayan needs to turn the pool on. He's going to go turn it on. And we got to figure out what we're doing tonight to set up. We just got done with dinner at Lazy Dog Lane.
Lazy Dog, yeah, Lazy Dog in Peachtree Corners,
which was great.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's a good burger.
I'll tell you what was really special for me at that dinner. First of all, I've never been to the dinner before the summer social, so that was special. But then I sat next to Sam Sams, who started the West Virginia Club, who's a listener, who's now a friend because of this podcast. So it's just really, really cool to make the connection and to make friends because of this hobby that we do within the hobby.
Right. It's always cool. I don't know what to say.
You do this every Saturday.
I do this every Saturday.
And you don't know what to say.
Yeah, I know. So I enjoy it. It was a cool hangout. I talked to Ian Sanderson, who's the acrylic king. We sat and had a nice chat. It was cool seeing Sam Sams and his family, and we hung out with Narayan and Susan and Tony and TK, and we talked. Everybody ran because I found some TVC figures at Target, so everybody had to cut dinner short to go pick them up because I picked you up the Obi-Wan and the Darth Vader. Yeah. And TK was like, I got to go buy more figures, and Tony's like, I'm going to go to another Target. And as much griping and moaning as we do about stuff not being on shelves, the new TVC run, and then you got the Micro Galaxy Squadron, now we have a reason to hunt again. So it's been fun, even though you go to a Walmart and almost get kicked out because you're digging through the pallets of toys, and you get people that want to know, sir, what are you doing? And I'm looking for Star Wars toys. We don't have no Star Wars toys. Really? Are you sure?
Well, if they say we don't have no Star Wars toys, that means that they do because it's a double negative.
Right, exactly. That's like the no handshaking at Celebration.
So we're just walking over to the prizes for ping pong and trivia. I guess we can't look at trivia, but trivia is very, very hard. It's all related to the Cantina, so it's not like you can come prepared.
No, this is the rules, man.
No, I know, but
Oh.
he's got all these paperwork here, so I would imagine that somewhere in here is the trivia questions, but we can't.
Those rules of 8-ball and table tennis.
So these are not Power of the Force 2 this year. So he gets custom trophies made. In 1 year, they were Power of the Force 2 action figures painted silver, bronze, and gold. But this year they look more articulated. I'm thinking Saga collection for these.
Yeah, hey, we're 4-1 odds of winning the cornhole tournament.
Yes, Justin put odds to really boost our egos.
And I'm 50-1 odds to win the billiard game.
Oh, do you want us in masks right now? I don't have a mask. So
You need them, they're here.
I'm okay tonight. I'll wear them tomorrow.
Like I said, it's only, I think, more when it's a lot of people in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's Luke Skywalker.
So he's holding the first place trophy for the
Cornhole tournament.
cornhole tournament with Luke Skywalker with his hands behind his back, Jedi Luke in gold.
And he's got he's definitely, 8 points of articulation? Maybe more?
Yeah, there's some on the ankle joints,
Yeah. Well, no, not the knee joints.
knee joints.
The head moves. Arms behind his head.
So this might be Saga. I don't know. He just walked out. We'll have to ask him.
And then, of course, which one's Boba Fett? Boba Fett's pool tournament. And that's a pretty badass looking Boba Fett.
It's tough to get that shiny gold on it.
Yeah.
I've tried.
Have you tried doing black yet?
No. I don't like.
Hasbro has it down.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
The black figure?
the black Boba Fett. I don't like that. So we're just walking around the canteen right now, which is exciting for podcasting, but he's got all these customs. He's got a couple cases dedicated to clones and Boba Fett, some Vader stuff. He's got a mixture of Sideshow and Gentle Giant and Hasbro and customs. It's awesome. It's awesome to look at.
I like the Colt 45. Oh, that's the Empire State Club.
Yeah, it's the Empire State. You got that from
that was
Cincinnati
trip.
Colt 45 with the Empire State Star Wars Collectors Club sticker on it, so it's an exclusive to the club.
Right. That was a fun trip. I can't wait to go back to Cincinnati in October. Oh, some doorbell's ringing.
Doorbell's ringing. I love these custom black series he has. They look like comic packs. Somebody customized them to make them look very comic accurate with the coloring and then the heavy inking around some of the details. It's one of my favorite pieces in here.
Yes. I don't know what my favorite piece would be.
There's too much to look at. I don't know. Do you want to stop for now?
I'm going to talk for another minute. So Did you pick anything up this week?
No, just the two pieces you just picked up tonight.
Yeah. I'm waiting for stuff to get here from eBay, so I'll report on them later when I get them. I'm hoping it's pretty epic, but I'll report next week.
Okay.
So there was one piece I do have to bitch about eBay for 1 minute.
All right, you do that.
I will, because I was looking at a mold for Galactic Heroes, and I had bid like $160 on it, and I watched it till the very bitter end. And you watch the countdown, watch the countdown. There's Sam right now. Sam. Hey!
We're recording the podcast.
We're recording the podcast. You're good, man.
You can get in it.
So anyway, I was watching it, and as soon as it counts down, I watch it count down, and it went from $160 to $360 in 2 seconds. So somebody must have had some really fast internet.
They got a bot.
Or a bot. But I'm still curious. How the hell did it go for? I can understand it maybe hitting 200, but 350 and that fast?
Bots.
Or they just
taking over the world.
Or they just set the price they're willing to pay, and it.
I'll tell you what's going on. The guy that was studying the Google AI and saying it was sentient, what he realized is that it's actually sniping bids from you on eBay. So that's the bot. Google developed a new bot that will snipe eBay bids from you.
Yeah, just me.
Just you.
Right, because I bid on
And
so
that's what
much
happened.
crap from eBay.
It became sentient and said, you know what, we need to take this from Glen.
Right.
So now somewhere in the archives of Google, there's a piece that you want that's just sitting there collecting dust.
Freaking Google, man.
Freaking
Google. Sam, how you been?
I'm doing great. I've been on vacation the last week, so life is good.
Is this your first time in the Cantina?
First time in the Cantina, yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
It's making me feel very inadequate as a collector.
Yes, it does. It's all right. It does that to a lot of people, Sam.
I'm not secure in my my collecting.
Remember, it's what you have in the heart that matters,
That's
not
right.
what's on the wall.
That's right. Something like
Unless your heart gets blown out of you because
I want to take it down another path, but we'll leave it. We'll leave it
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
We'll leave it there. No, I'm doing great. I appreciate the invite. This is awesome. This is awesome. Looking forward to tomorrow to the cookout, and it's going to be great.
Yeah. There's the man, the myth, the legend, Narayan.
There he is.
Sorry, I had to turn the pool on.
Yeah.
Was somebody else upstairs?
It was me.
That was you from the
That
front
was me.
door?
Yep.
Okay, I was like, nobody's there.
Your son let me in.
All right, what do you need us to set up today?
All right, well, we're gonna go set up and figure out what we're doing for tomorrow, and we'll check in the morning. Jason and Ryan, do you have any final thoughts for tonight?
Party on, Wayne.
Party on, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Listening to Narayan talk about his collection is mesmerizing because he knows every detail of it.
Yeah, I don't have the mental capability to retain that level of information. As I've said before, there was one point in my life before kids that I could tell you, I got that one at that Target, I got that one at that Target. Now I'm like, I don't even remember what year I got those in.
Yes. But he knows every detail. He could tell you exactly what factory it came from. Will probably even tell you what day it came from and tell you exactly what differences is
Yeah.
to each one to the next. But
It's really incredible.
yeah.
It's just we're lucky to have somebody with that wealth of knowledge in our club.
Exactly. He's so willing to share it. Yeah. So, what are you looking forward to tomorrow?
I'm trying to push myself to stay up late tonight and then make it through the day tomorrow. So we're waiting for the Bills from Pittsburgh, which sounds weird because they're the Pittsburgh Steelers and not the Buffalo Bills, but we're waiting for the Pittsburgh Bills. Mr. Cable and Mr. Fryer.
So yeah, we'll probably hang out with him till about midnight, and then we'll go home and get like 7-8 hours of sleep, if that. And then wake up and do it all again tomorrow. Wake up and be here probably like 9:30. We'll probably be here about 10:30. Get set up.
We have to be here at 10 because games start at 10:30.
Wow.
But it'll be fun. I'm going to bring my bathing suits. We're going to hang out. I've just finished all of my name pills, so I have those for room sales.
Yeah, I got to pack stuff up for room sales, I think.
I got some modern stuff for room sales. I have one Emperor. I got to see if I could dig that out because I just got a vintage Emperor hanging out. I got to sell that for...
You think that Jawa from the Razor Crest would sell?
The exclusive one?
Yeah.
You have that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You got the Razor Crest.
I have the...
You don't want it?
Unless I open it to put with my Razor Crest.
Ugh. Don't do that. Probably get $200 for it.
You really think they're that much?
It's exclusive to the Razor Crest. Although the Razor Crest was pretty well purchased, saturated in the market.
There was one at Plastic Empire. They wanted $100 for it.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I'd start with 100 and work your way down.
Right. It's $100 more I got in my pocket.
There's a button somewhere on the inside of the...
It's right here. Right hand. Oh crap. We're down.
Good night.
Jason's gonna go to sleep.
Good night, sir.
Are you looking for anything at room sales tomorrow night?
No. There's a couple things on eBay that I'm looking at that I'm trying to figure out how I can swing it. So if I get stuff at room sales, I'll probably just try to pull the gun on some items on eBay. I'm thinking about doing the Bill Cable model. He has his Cable Customs. He makes 20 figures. He puts them on Droid card backs and he sells them. I don't know what the frequency is. Maybe twice a year, once a quarter, somewhere in there. But I'm thinking about doing like a run of 10 name pills and then selling those. Maybe 10 Luke Skywalkers, 10 Princess Leia's, maybe like once a month. Mm-hmm. And when they sell, they sell. Try it out maybe 1 month and see what happens. Maybe I'll start with Han Solo because Luke Skywalker didn't sell. I know I mentioned that.
Yeah, that's surprising in itself.
So I'll start with that. Then the other weird one that everyone was asking me about was Bosk. Do you have a Bosk? I'm like, I only brought one Bosk, and I thought there was only like 1 or 2 Bosk Focus collectors, but apparently there's more than that. So apparently there's more than one Bosk collector.
So any good news? You don't even have your news ready to go, do you?
No, but we can go through the feed real quick and talk about San Diego Comic-Con because, I mean...
Hey, guess what?
Plastic Freeze here.
Guess what? There's more repaints.
Yeah. So they're finishing off the first 12 of the retro collection. You've got your Ben Kenobi Sand Trooper, vac metalized R2-D2 and C-3PO.
So that proves... Hey, Tony just walked in.
How's it going?
That's good.
We're recording our podcast.
I'm like sending... Oh, sorry.
No,
Oh, you're
continue.
good, man. What you get? What you get?
Cuss
What you
up the
get?
storm.
What you get? Did you find plastic free? Oh, you got a Lola.
You look very happy right now with that Lola.
It was $38 well spent.
Did you know that Carrie Fisher had a canary named Lola when she was young?
I did. I've heard that on the internet, so it must be true.
It has to be
It
true.
has to be true, just like Abe Lincoln was a vampire hunter. Did you find any retro line stuff?
No, they didn't have anything. I was disappointed. That's usually a good target to go to, but
Right. But you find a Lola, so that's kind of cool. I do have to admit that Hasbro was getting this stuff from Kenobi out very fast.
I'm pretty sure that's because Dave Filoni's not involved, so secrecy is not
An issue.
an issue.
Huh. Well, they were pretty secret when he showed his figure to the...
I hate to tell you, but you're not going to see your hair or Sabine action figures for
Why?
for a year at least.
Yeah, from Filoni. Yeah, it'll probably be 2 years before you see those from Rebels.
All right. Well, I don't want to interrupt.
No, man.
Add your commentary. We're talking about the reveals today at San Diego Comic-Con. And the next one we were going to talk about real quick was the Boba Fett Starship, as it's labeled on the side. Exclusive with a Nomad Boba Fett. Thoughts?
Have they given a price on that? Because I feel like that's going to be about a $200.
Probably. The last one was about $120, $150.
It was 120, I think.
I paid $150 at Big Bad Toy Store, but you
So
know,
the ship itself is $150, but now it's got the exclusive figure, so you're probably looking at a $175.
well, and
price
COVID markup or inflation.
Okay.
So yeah,
Does it?
It's just a new paint scheme. Same
it looks
Starship.
like it's maybe got a wash,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's
got a
pretty much the
green
same
wash
thing.
because it's been sitting in Jabba's palace for a while.
Right. Does it have Does it have a spot where, he nails it on the door?
That's the chase.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, because thank you. I had no clue what you're talking
What about the Han Solo and Carbonite? Does it have that?
No,
Oh, well then there you go.
past
That's
that point in the timeline. So it looks like the credit series collection continues. It's a Walmart exclusive. Boba Fett Nomad. That's an easy skip.
Please stop the credit collection.
yes, please Hasbro.
Let it go along.
We don't want any more credit collection
Let it go
Hasbro.
into the sunset with carbonized action figures.
Oh, so they announced the 40th anniversary.
Well, wait a minute. There's Bo-Katan. There's a a Dark Trooper, and something else. And you said the Mandalorian or which one?
I'm going through this page.
Okay, well never mind. Then Jason's on Rebel Scum
wait,
or
that's
something,
not- wait,
or
never
Yak
mind.
Face or one of those.
That was an interview, exclusive interview. Okay, so let's talk about the Halloween figures.
I actually think they did a decent job with those. I need to see that Stormtrooper skeleton. I think that might be a fun figure to have, but I can't. Is it a clone? Tony. You thought it's a clone.
I think it's a clone. It's got a ridge.
Yeah, it does.
It's like a phase 2.
No, that's a Phase 3. Looking at the visor, it's a Revenge of the Sith clone.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. I want to see that in person before I buy it. And then they got a Chewbacca with looking like a
Cat?
no, it's a were. Actually, it's no. Oh my God, that just proves it right there. It's the Darth. It's the Black K, dressed as it's Chewbacca dressed as Black K, dressed as a werewolf.
Oh, the Camtono.
That's what they're gonna kill you. They're gonna put the Cantono
okay.
The
as a
Camtono
pumpkin.
is painted orange and looks like a pumpkin.
So you're gonna
Those
spend
are-
$30,
those are instant buys.
Maybe.
just like the
buying
client.
two.
You're gonna buy the client just for the Cantono.
Credit collection.
No, you're going to buy the client because it's Werner Herzog.
I want to see the toy. Credit collection Dark Trooper and Boba Fett and Mandalorian and a Tusken Raider.
They're doing another credit Boba Fett
Credit
or
Ahsoka.
Mandalorian and a credit. Oh Jesus!
These all look. I'm out.
I mean,
Let me see them.
Well, let's go.
All right.
So there's Boba Fett. He just his
Oh.
his cloak looks purplish.
Okay, you have to clarify which Boba Fett it is. It's
It's
the
Nomad Boba Fett.
Nomad, so no armor.
Tusken Raider looking a little bit of a orangish yellow.
That's
Okay.
crazy. Yeah.
Boba Fett, the Mandalorian's got some blue paint and some muddy. It
So they did the Mud Mandalorian
it
credit
just
collection.
doesn't look good to me. The Dark Trooper, instead of being all dark, he's spray painted with hues of yellow and pink. There's a Jedi Luke.
Is that a credit collection Jedi Luke or it's just a Jedi
That's
Luke?
got to be just a Jedi Luke. This has to be a credit collection.
Yeah, that's a credit
Bo-Katan.
collection Bo-Katan.
What's his name? Axe Wolves.
Yeah.
Black Series. He's coming.
Finally get that
Yeah,
one.
that's the credit collection Bo-Katan.
And then there's the credits.
Miggs Mayfield Black Series
With the one with the guns though.
with the guns.
season 1, Jailbreak.
The HK droid from season 2 of The Mandalorian, when Ahsoka speaks the name of
Grand Admiral
Grand Admiral
Thrawn.
Thrawn.
Keep it together, Glenn.
Oh yeah, and
Plastic-free packaging.
woohoo!
So I think I'm good with not getting some of these. This Jedi Luke from The Mandalorian, just
It looks pretty badass.
I don't know if it's the lighting, but yeah, it looks badass. And
He doesn't look. I was expecting him to be more piggy faced, like the Rancor design, but I think they've reused the head, if not the entire body.
Oh, what Hasbro? Hasbro doesn't like doing repaints. Why would they do that? Anyway, I do have Hasbro probably saved me $40 today. What?
Hasbro Pulse pasted the X-Wing features in the description of the Boba Fett starship. Let me just read this. The Star Wars Vintage Collection Boba Fett starship is here. Just revealed at San Diego Comic-Con. Boba, spelled with two B's, so B-O-B-B-A. Fett
Damn spell
starship,
check.
is a powerful pursuit craft made famous by Jango Fett in the days of the Republic, inherited by, again, B-O-B-B-A Fett, for his career as a bounty hunter. This new addition to the Star Wars Vintage Collection features realistic details, including an opening cockpit, functional landing gear, separating wings, and a ladder accessory. This is all description from the X-Wing.
That'll work.
It's too deep.
Damn you, Hasbro. Yes, Tony beat me to it. That's what she said. He said it was too deep, and I was going to say it, and then he said that was she said.
There's a
See if Narayan has a tiny
pipeline
Excuse me.
for something. I don't know if this TVC or Black Series, but it's
Randy Cargill, whatever.
Kiedi
Randy. Hi, Jerry. How you doing, buddy? Monday.
Monday. Mandalorian with a Darksaber and Black K. Those are new Black Series pipeline reveals.
Yay, we need another Black K.
Yeah, it better be a new sculpt because it's ridiculous, the sculpt that they have currently.
Well, he just made a werewolf out of it and called it Chewbacca.
Vintage Collection pipeline, another clone. Whoopee freaking do. All right, so Return of the Jedi. So I was pretty close on some of these. Leia Endor, Han Endor, Biker Scout, Lando Skiffguard, and Wicket, first time.
Wicket.
Stormtrooper, which I didn't go for. An Ewok, Chewbacca, the Emperor, and Bib Fortuna, Boba Fett, and the Rebel Trooper.
Rebel Trooper's the only new one, is it?
And Wicket.
Oh, Wicket.
Wicket's never been offered before. 40th anniversary Han Solo and Admiral Piet for the Vintage Collection. Retro Collection line for the 40th will include Jedi Luke, Bausch Leia, Han, Lando, Biker Scout, and the Emperor. I'm just repeating things people probably know at this point.
Right.
But Cal Kestis is coming. Credit Collection stinks.
Baby Yoda with the pram. Woohoo, Black Series.
Black Series Grogu. The Klatooinian Raider that came with the ATST is now coming single carded. There's a version of Jedi Luke from Mandalorian Season 2's coming on the Vintage Collection. But yeah.
Yeah. How do you? But yeah, I went back to my story about Hasbro Pulse saving me $40.
Okay.
My Cobb Vanth. I got an email about my Cobb Vanth, and they were like, "Hey, your credit card didn't work because I changed credit cards."
Oh.
And they gave me the option to pay it, but I thought about it, and I'm like, I don't want this figure anymore. It was cool at the time, but after it's cooled off for 2 years, I don't want it anymore.
I think I'm going to continue collecting Mandalorian Black Series, but I think I'm not going to collect them without the window now. I'm just going to dip.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Well, it looks like they're only going to make like 2 of them with the window, and then the rest of them are going plastic free.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty sneaky that they did that Ned droid from the Mandalorian, or excuse me, from Kenobi. And they didn't announce that it was going to be plastic free packaging. They just, here's the droid, it's up for pre-order. And so I've pre-ordered it, but I think, I don't need the droid. I don't want it in if I can't see it. So I think I'm going to cancel that one, and I'm going to start being more cognizant of the things that I purchase, and it's not just to have to be part of the collection. I can't see the figure. If I'm not going to open it, then I'm not going to buy it.
Right.
I think that's the rules from now on, which will save me lots of money.
Right. Did you find a screwdriver?
It came with batteries. I did find a screwdriver, and there were batteries in it.
So which version of this is it? The Lola droid.
He's trying to put it back together because it comes with legs. I thought Lola didn't have legs. Ooh.
So the blue light's flashing. It's got legs. It's
Did the flags go up?
And now it's not doing anything.
Do something, Lola. Is that all she does?
No, she's supposed to do things.
Make sure you don't have her set for evil.
Throw her a couple bucks. Tell her to perform. Say dance, monkey. Hi, Lola. Hey, Siri.
I don't think she's that kind of droid.
No.
Well, if anyone needs AAA batteries, a whole pack of them.
For a toy that had batteries in it. Tony, what do you think of the plastic-free packaging?
Well, so I was almost not going to buy it, but as soon as I picked it up, I ripped it, and I felt really bad, and I kind of wanted it, so.
That was plastic free?
Yeah.
Lola was?
Yeah, it was
But look, there's no window.
Yeah, no window. It was like strapped into a thing.
That's what she said.
And who knew that paper ties were strong? These are just like super strong.
Oh. The paper that tied her in.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I think you're in the same boat with me with the escalating costs of Black Series plus the fact that you can't see the figure anymore.
Well, so I've never displayed my Black Series figure forward. With the red boxes, I always had them lined up so you could see the numbers. And then with these, the handful that I have displayed are displayed with the edge out. So seeing the figure isn't huge for me. But
You're out? Or are you going to be collecting?
I usually buy one to open and one to keep. And since you can't tell, I can buy one and just take the figure out.
We need a party like the New York guys. Pull out the shots. Let's get this party going.
That's the one thing about our club, man. We need to party. Like, I think we're all too old, or we don't know how to party.
We don't know how to party.
Ooh, she went to evil. We don't know how to party because they stay up till like 2, 3 in the morning, and then they wake up at 6 and
Yeah, they got
keep
the
going.
midnight crew. We need to have the 1 a.m. crew, which I'll make the patch, but I'll never have the patch because I'll be to bed by 10.
Jason needs the 9:30 crew.
So it doesn't really do anything. I don't know if that's worth what I paid for it.
Well, dude, considering what we're paying for Black Series,
I should have waited for the one that's like going to be $150, so the little wingies move.
Wings flap. The ears
But I
flap.
would never buy, probably.
No.
At least I'd wait until it went on discount, and then I'd buy it for
Exactly.
$40.
Exactly. That's what I would do too. That's the move.
right? The legs throw me off, though.
and never use it like the Dio.
Dio is just a statue. I picked that up for 10, 15 bucks at Walmart, and he's just sitting next to my BB-8, which was the dumbest droid. Dio is pointless.
I mean, I got him to run, and he would just fall over constantly.
I'm talking about in the movie. Okay, bye.
What about a
that
mouse
whole-
droid?
Those are cool because those are OT.
Let me see her if you're done playing with her.
I mean,
That's what she
what
said.
is there to play with?
All right.
So it looks like
Child's toy in the men's section.
they're all child's toys. What
Blasphemy.
the hell? So she pops up. There's they. That's so weird, and that's all she does. You hit a button, and it's a $35 toy that makes noise.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's
I'm
pretty
kinda
sad.
disappointed.
And she has legs. Can the legs? I don't want to pop the legs off. Well, looks like
They
the legs.
kind of turn, and maybe You can bend her over or something.
This is a really sad toy, Tony. Tony, I'm very sad for you that you spent $35 on this. Oh, she comes apart, so you can. But where's her evil switch?
Well, they had like 18 versions of her. So, that thing we went to in California.
Oh, Celebration?
Celebration.
Was it so bad you already forgot the name of it?
It was overwhelming. But yeah, I didn't know which one this was.
Right.
And to me, $35 seems like 38. What was it? It was like $40 with tax. I don't know. I bought a pop and
Oh, damn, Tony. I'm sorry. What pop did you buy?
Coke.
Oh! When you said pop,
Yeah, no, not a Funko. I bought a soda.
I have my
Soda pop.
a sody pop. And you call yourself? Are you from Georgia?
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Isn't it Coke down here?
It's Coke.
Everything's Coke.
You lost your Georgia card.
Yeah, but I didn't know what it did. And obviously I didn't read the instructions because I didn't realize it came with a battery.
Right.
So.
There's something else I was going to bring up. And now I can't. Oh, I hit 6 different Walmarts yesterday in my attempt to find a Micro Galaxy Squadron Imperial Troop Transport because all the Walmarts said on BrickSeek they have them in stock and no one has it out because nobody has shelf space designated for this line. So
I was surprised my Walmart was finally stocked.
with these
No.
Micro
With
Squadron,
everything else but
Oh.
Star Wars. I mean, they had a C-3PO. I think that was the newest.
yeah.
Ooh. I got in trouble at a few, not in trouble at a few Walmarts, but people.
The stock.
So this day,
Yeah.
this day and age, is REM still remembered in Athens, Georgia?
Yes.
Do they have like a area where you can? This is where REM started.
Yeah. So their first show was at this church, and the church has been torn down, but the steeple remains. So there was a big effort like 10 years ago to save it, and they did repairs. And if you donate enough, you get a brick from the steeple.
Okay.
So that's remembered. Then we have a Walk of Fame,
Okay.
and so I'm pretty sure they have
They have to be.
a star. I think it's a guitar pick. I think they have a pick on the Walk of Fame.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, and REM is.
Seminole.
Are they shiny, happy people?
Stand in the places you were. Now face north.
That's I always heard that's an answer to Jump, Van Halen's song.
Oh, really?
That makes sense.
Everybody hurts sometimes.
Yeah, so they're still pretty famous. I think Mike Mills still lives there. I think Michael Stipe finally moved
Yeah.
completely. He may still own his house though,
Yeah.
but he's not there anymore.
So my daughter's thinking about going to college.
Everybody's kids are going to Georgia. I have like 2 coworkers.
I get.
Kids are there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she hasn't applied yet. She hasn't been accepted, but if she gets there, then I'll be visiting you more often.
Oh, that means I have to like.
You have to clean your house.
He's gonna.
I want to see the collection of sinks. That's such a unique collection.
It's not really. It's more of a. I need parts, and it's cheaper to buy a sink from someone remodeling than it is to
Okay.
buy parts online.
Anything else for now?
I don't think so. We missed the micro collection.
I don't want to drag this out too much.
No, we missed the Micro Galaxy Squadron guy was doing a live video.
Did he ever say you'd come on the show?
He might. Do you know who this guy is? Do you know who he is?
No. And he could.
He can live right down the street from me,
He
and
could
I
live
want to
right
know.
down the street. He might not be like good on microphone. Well, if he did a live stream, I'm sure he's good.
Right. All right. We'll check in some more tomorrow.
All right.
Oh, now there's a freaking... What the freak? Now there's a Baby Yoda that you can move around?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
Oh, my God.
Oh, not that one.
No.
The,
it's just like
Oh,
little
the
kids.
The one in the pram.
Yeah, the pram's got a thing, got a little... Oh, my goodness.
Coos and
Hey, you know what? It brings more kids to Star Wars, and that's what they're gonna remember. So, my grandkids like Star Wars because of Baby Yoda, so I can't complain too loud.
Baby Yoda,
I really don't
Yoda.
think kids are going to be getting that for their birthday.
Baby Yoda? Why?
The one that's like alive.
Oh yeah, that
we're
one
gonna get
looks like it would be several $1,000s. All right, I'm gonna go look for some credit collection stuff.
Later, dude.
Later.
So we failed this podcast because we did 0 recording. It's 9 o'clock at night. We are on our way to room sales, and we haven't recorded a single thing today or a single interview with anyone. I'll have to bring this to room sales. How was your day?
Hot.
Turn left at Peachtree Industrial Boulevard, then slide left onto Peachtree Industrial Boulevard.
Yeah. So it was a hot day.
I smell bad. I had fun. Food was all right. Got to hang out with some friends. Yeah, it's a good day.
Good day.
Good day. Got
Yep.
my butt kicked. Got my butt kicked at pool and cornhole
Cornhole.
and trivia.
I think I came in 4th with trivia. I looked at all of the sheets, and I think I came in right behind the prizes. So
At least somebody checked our stuff because we had to do cornhole and all kinds of stuff.
So we're going to room sales, and we will do our best to record something for that.
Yes. Welcome back to Room Sales, Smugglers Galaxy podcast. GASWC Summer Social 2022. Jason, how do you feel about that? Jason, any thoughts on room sales? I'm kind of a little bummed, but like I always say, they got some good stuff, but I always say it just takes one item to make your room sale.
I guess so. I picked up a Stormtrooper from Tony, Black Series,
Awesome.
so I can put that in the Cantina.
Sweet. I did. I picked my wife up some birthday presents. So I got her. Huh?
You got puzzles?
I got her the puzzles, some Ewok
Wicket the Ewok with the Wicket.
and R2
These are the flat poster
puzzles, still sealed.
Craftmaster.
Yeah, still sealed, and then a bunch of animated Ewoks.
1983. They got the silver, border, the watercolor artwork.
Yeah, and then Princess Nisa and Wicket flying, and a Princess Nisa and the Wookiee, the donkey or whatever. So she's into the Ewok stuff. Hey,
Happy birthday, Mandy.
happy birthday, Mandy. Ted, with the force of course. She likes Ewoks. I don't know. I'm trying to get her to go on your podcast, so we'll see what happens.
Came out of left field.
Well, we're talking about Ewoks, and he talked about my wife on the last podcast. But anyway, you see anything cool that you're like have to buy?
Just the Stormtrooper.
Just the Stormtrooper?
Looking for a Black Series Greedo, but no one has that.
No, you need like 14 Greedos, don't you?
3 more.
3 more?
Yeah, so 14 minus 10.
Okay.
That's how many. No, I can do math late at night. 14 minus.
Dude, it's only like 10
11.
o'clock. Yes. You're so nice. All right, cool. Okay, sweet.
I can get another one later. The list is long.
I appreciate it, Maggie.
Yeah, you wanna?
Yeah, I don't care. As long.
You owe me 18 for that.
All right, I will give you. You guys finish up, and then we'll. I had to get a case for Ian for my wife and Maggie. It's for Mandy. And Maggie bought a bunch, and she's gonna let me have one because she doesn't need one. I will. She bought an Ewok, animated Ewok princess, or I don't know which one it is, but there you go. There's $1,900. Oh, it's a Palatoy.
It's a Palatoy 20-back Greedo unpunched. It's got a little crease in it.
Looks like it's got a little bit of sun damage.
A little sun damage. The blister's starting to turn yellow. It's got
But it's
the Death
pretty.
Star in the back.
It's only $1,900.
$1,900. It's chump change.
Yeah, there's a graded pop-up R2 for $1,000. That's 80. It's graded an 80.
Oh,
It's
wow.
pretty. It sure is
Nice
pretty.
and white.
Yeah,
The sticker's a little bit yellow. Is that
that's
why
probably
it's a
why
little
it's
bit
a
lower?
graded. Yeah, an 80. But ungraded, it's probably $600.
What is this?
75.
The
Dang good.
Dengar. from Europe, Dark Armor.
I don't know what.
That must be a Dark Armor variant.
I didn't know there was a Dark Armor variant.
Well, now you do. You don't have them all.
No, I don't. I don't even have any of them. I have a Dengar, but I don't know what he's going to want. It's a 75. If that was a normal Dengar, it'd be in the $100 range, maybe, just to cover the grading.
Narayan has a nice mix of modern and vintage. He's got some vintage collection. He's got cases that he. I had the Empire one, right? But I have the Wampa.
You have the Wampa one, which is one of the harder ones to find.
It's beater, but still good to have.
Yeah, it's a case. And it's from Narayan.
This is the Empire Strikes Back one. Looks nice.
I'm going to go check out, see what Daniel's got going on.
Go ahead.
Let's go. You want to go check it out?
Sure.
We'll check it out. We'll be back in a minute.
Big difference.
So our buddy Tony just opened a figure in front of Jason. Jason, are you okay?
Yeah, that's fine. It's gangster the way he did it.
Do you need
He's like, "What's up, Jason?" Pop. What?
Do you need trauma counseling?
No, I'm good. Oh, you're doing it right here in front of me.
Oh, Lord. And he's not even
You guys
being
are treating this like
nice.
it's an OCD or something. Like I'm gonna start breaking out in hives. It's just my preference not to open the figures.
Well, we just like busting your balls about it.
I bought a figure from you that I'm gonna be opening later.
Hey, everybody that signed the posters
Yes,
for
that's
Jack
me.
stuff, thank you all so much. We absolutely loved it. Thank you. We loved the Jack.
We have to edit this out. It's a little lull. We're looking at a Death Star space station for $325, complete with the box.
Yeah, I don't know if... That's a lot. It takes up a lot of room. It's cool, though.
It's definitely something I want to get at some point. The cardboard looks a little beat up, but
Yeah.
it's still cool. 325. I don't know.
For $325.
Tara and Mando together.
That's $50 right there.
Dianoga.
Dianoga. Yeah.
That's worth.
He's what?
That's probably worth $325.
Yeah. The Dianoga's 50 to $100. I don't know. I know a couple of years ago it was 50, but I don't know what it is
It's
now.
probably up there now.
Everything's up there.
It's going north.
I don't know how to return to Entertainment Earth, so
So Dan's doing a live auction. He's
Yeah.
selling stuff really dirt cheap right now, so things are going well.
Open that George in front of you.
Oh.
this is
Do you sell it?
Yeah, he just TK picked it up.
Not the new one, the Rivas, but like the armor and shit. They sent me 2 boxes. I don't know how to send back. I have a sealed one.
I told you people would care about the sealed one.
Yeah, we have a sealed one.
Everybody wants it.
He was like, should I open it? I'm like, no.
I don't know which ones they are.
What price on it?
Look them up. Look at the weight. I don't know. There's 8
We got
figures in here.
no,
They're $80 each.
So that would be the first Mando wave. We already looked them up earlier. They're the first Mando wave.
Let's just defer this conversation to Aaron. He knows.
I already looked them all up because I was trying to figure it
What do I
out.
got? Which ones do I have?
Ev-
Let me see that box. Does it belong to this still?
Yeah, this one.
And Narayan's wheeling and dealing.
Yeah,
It's funny because you have the one.
what do you mean? White quoting.
They're
Vintage models. We got a A-wing, an ATST, Y-wing. What did the bottom say?
X-Wing and a TIE Interceptor.
Why'd you buy them, Tony?
They came in a lot.
Was it that auction site that you were looking at this?
That auction site. I'm not going to mention its name on your podcast.
Right, I don't care. I don't want you to mention. But he was watching this auction that had just random crap thrown together, and
Is that how you got the puzzles there? You got a stack of about 10 puzzles?
So the description on the auction was, lot of puzzles, 10 unopened, and I'm like, jackpot.
They look open though.
The 10 unopened ones were the Ewoks ones that were really
The ones that you picked up just now.
Yeah.
yes,
Those were the unopened ones.
right.
That's
But-
cold. That's cold.
Out of those, there were 4 more, and I needed 4 of them. The Sand People, the Bantha, and then there were 2 variants of puzzles that I didn't have.
Did you ever ride a bantha? Like a bantha.
Like a banta.
I knew somebody would like that.
Yeah. So yeah, but now I have all these puzzles.
And nobody wants them but me.
And I haven't had time to count them, so I don't even know if they're complete.
Are you excited with room sales? Is there anything you picked up?
I did. I picked up a pill from Mr. Jason, and then I picked up some openers from Mr. Daniel.
Awesome. Bet you opened in front of Jason.
Yeah. And then I got I got a coin from Susan. I got a yak face coin.
That's reuse.
That's a reuse.
Sorry, reuse.
I got a Boba Fett coin from the Ohio group today.
But this is back the barge coin. I don't have any of these.
I don't either.
I don't have any of the other ones either because I gave you my only one.
Right.
For a
freaking
bobblehead
Sabine thing. Yes, it was Sabine. I wanted to see if it was one of the rare ones.
That was a poor trade.
It was a very poor trade. I'm sorry. I felt bad about it. Maggie, did you pick anything up?
Oh, yeah.
Maggie, we always make Maggie spend money. It's fun.
No, mostly I got my cases, but I also picked up all the stuff that Justin and Jason have been holding for me for like 8 months. I have a bag, like Santa's bag, but like my, I don't know, did you see this that I bought from, this was so long ago, and I was planning to come to the winter social and pick it up, and then I had to have surgery, so I couldn't come. So Jason literally has been holding on to this thing for all these months.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I remember you buying that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they were, look at that.
Yeah, that's cool.
They were
It's a
sell
solo crew member
gift, yeah.
backpack.
Yeah. They were going to sell it on the live sale. And, or, you know, they let me know about it. And he said, can you buy it in the live sale? And I was like, yeah, that's fine.
Not open yet.
So I was waiting on him, and Justin's just talking, and I'm like, for the love of God, man, just tell the amount so I can buy this thing, you know? And then somebody else bid on it. Jesse Cedar-Soberman bid on it. But he bid after me, thank God. Because I was like, you ain't getting my backpack. That's mine. Because Solo's my favorite movie. My kid's an actor, so the crew part of it means a lot to me, you know? I gotta have it. So I'm tickled to finally have it.
$30 for the bag?
Is that table over there Daniel's table too, or is that Brittany's?
That is. Things kind of calmed down a little bit. And I think we're going to call it in about a half an hour. See if anybody else shows up or if people find magic stuff.
I think we're pretty much done.
Yeah.
I think the room is cooling a bit, and Dan Lowe is giving some good deals over there. He's just trying to get rid of stuff. He's selling at incredible discounts.
Right.
We got to get home and start getting ready for the Kennesaw run. What?
Why are you asking $1,000 for a picture of Spock?
Sam gave me two.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you gonna record tomorrow?
I don't know. We'll see. Are you gonna record at your place?
No, you've got the thing.
I've got the thing.
I mean, I could record off my phone.
I guess you could. It sounds
Just
different,
send
but
you
I
the
don't think it
file.
really matters.
I'll do that. I'll send you a file.
Okay. It don't matter. I think it's gonna be the same people showing up at both places.
Probably. They'll go to my place. They'll go to your place.
Right. And you're doing bagels. I'm doing muffins.
Yeah.
We're gonna make them fat.
Wait, are you gonna have a schmear?
Yes. Are you gonna come up?
I don't know, that's too far.
Come on, man.
You've been there, done that.
No, you've been to his house. Have you
I've
been to
never
my
been to
house?
your house.
Yeah.
You haven't been to his house?
No. Aren't you coasting next week or something?
No.
Oh, wait.
Taking off?
Yes. Well, I got
At some point?
50 mile ride.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Later, man. Have a good one.
Safe travels.
And it's the next day.
Oh, it's Monday afternoon after we had our summer social. And we had a bunch of people come over to the house yesterday to tour both of our collections, and we did a really crap job of recording.
Yeah, I mean, fun was the priority, not the podcast. So
Yeah, we just wanted to get together and give a quick recap because it felt I edited it this morning and it just felt bad. It felt like we needed something. So I wanted to get together with Jason and we can at least spend a couple of minutes talking about yesterday's experience.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday was great. So we've developed this thing called the Kennesaw Run. There's 3 of us that kind of live within 11 miles of each other. Tim, Glenn, and myself. And you can hit all 3. And we decided to open up our homes the Sunday morning. In the past, we've done baseball games, but those are later in the afternoon. And, people are just trying to get out of town. If you're heading north, you're going up 75, you're going to hit our places. So it's just very convenient to check out a couple more collections before you jump out of town. And it was great. Narayan showed up at 8:30 with Bill Cable and Bill Fryer, 2 gentlemen from Pittsburgh who are just always great to hang out with. And again, wealth of knowledge. I'm always amazed by the information everyone has and their willingness to just share it. And they've got history and experience, and it's always just great to talk to people and learn more and more. And I guess that really excites me now that I'm thinking about it and talking about it at the same time. But it was great to show off the collection, and Bill Fryer is another Action Fleet Micro Machine guy. And so we were comparing notes, and he was looking at my stuff, and I saw some of his stuff before, and I guess his collection has grown. He's reorganized things, and I kind of feel like I missed out because I want to see the new stuff. But that was great. And then Sam from West Virginia. Hi, Sam. He was on earlier this podcast. He stopped by with wonderful people, and it was great to hang out with them for a little while and talk Star Wars. And my wife and his wife were teachers, so they kind of commiserated a little bit about students nowadays and how we were never that way when we were growing up. But that was fun. And then Susan stopped by. I got really excited because she had her Mustang, and my driveway is so steep, and I saw her starting to come down the driveway, and she was struggling a little bit. And I said, Susan, just bring it down. She's like, I'll bring it down if you bring it back up. And I'm like, I get to drive a Mustang. Okay, great. But then Brett, so Susan came by, and it was just Susan for a while, and she's seen the collection. So it was just us hanging out in the kitchen, talking and having great fun. And then Brent and Donella from right across the border from Kentucky in Ohio or Indiana. Now I can't remember.
It's Indiana.
Indiana, yeah. They were there. They showed up, and we were talking for a little bit. And I guess Susan took off to go to your place, and my wife actually got to drive the Mustang up. So after Brent and Donella left, I hope I'm saying their name right. I hope that's not Dejarin all over again. Dejarin. I think it's Donella. My wife was rubbing it in my face. I got to drive the Mustang.
Typical wife.
Yeah. How was it from your end?
It was good. Yeah, it was the same thing. They showed up probably about 9:30, and the Narayan and the Bills, and they hung out. It was my wife's birthday, so my in-laws showed up like 8:30 in the morning with the birthday cake. And so they're like, here, share it with everybody. And I guess they filled up at your house because nobody broke into any of the snacks we had. But
yeah. Yeah, we had bagels.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was cool. Bill, not Bill Gable, the other Bill.
Bill Fryer.
Bill Fryer, we ended up connecting with all the micro collection. Like you collected with the micro collection stuff. I connected with him in the diecast stuff that I have.
Okay.
Because I've got a few Hot Wheels pieces, and he was showing me all of his pieces, and it's really weird, or it's interesting, the connection you'll make with people sometimes, because you're thinking you're going to connect with somebody on like one of these amazing, not the Hot Wheels aren't amazing, but you've got all this great stuff, and you guys connect over something small like Hot Wheels.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, they came over, and you texted, and then the Sams came over. We hung out with them, and they were cool. Their son actually got to pet our puppies. He's had issues with dogs, and they were really excited because our dogs were able to, I guess, connect and make a good. They treated, he was able to pet them and stuff. So that was they had a good moment with that. That was an exciting moment with them. And then Susan, what was it? we had the Brent and his wife showed up. They hung up and we talked Rebels, of course.
Yeah.
Uh, and you texted me right at about 11. It was just like, man, I think that's it. And I looked at my phone and it was 11 o'clock. And I was like, geez, it's 11 already. So, I mean, that 2 hours flew by.
Yeah.
So it was cool. It's fun showing off your collection. It's nerve wracking for about a month before because you're spending your time making sure everything's perfect. And then it's over in a minute.
Yep.
It feels like.
Yeah. It's like a wedding. You're months of planning, and then when it comes, it's like, wow, that was it.
Right.
But
so
we didn't really have to do much, not like Narayan. We just had to make sure we cleaned up, and I did some dusting and tried to do as much as I could to just make sure that there was a good clean to the room.
Right. Well, it's dusting, and when you've got dogs and you've got cats, you want to make sure you don't have cat fur all over the place or dog fur, and you don't want you don't want your house to be filthy either. So you got that and in the collection on top of everything. So it's like it's twofold. You got to make sure your collection looks good and your house looks good, and you got to make sure your bathroom looks good because people are going to be using that. So
yeah,
like you said, it's months and months of planning, and it's over in 5 minutes. It feels like. So, but I enjoyed showing the collection off. Everybody seemed to have fun and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, that's cool.
Did you get I know yesterday was your son's birthday. Did you go anywhere or do anything fun with that?
We went to my mom's house, and my brother was in town. He had just gotten back from Russia. His wife is Russian, and I think my nephew might have. No, I think, does he have dual citizenship? I don't remember. But they just came back, and he brought me back a copy of Thrawn Ascendancy.
That's where you got that.
In Russia. So it's all in Russian. So it's pretty cool to look at. And I kind of want to get the book now and just kind of look at it side by side and compare characters and stuff. I know it's not going to be like, page 35 won't be exactly the same as page 35 in the Russian version. But, if you start from the beginning, you can compare what the letters look like, because the letters are always just like, they look, the Russian, it's like you can't, with some languages you can look at it and say, oh, okay, I can see how that is, lettuce or something like that. But when you look at Russian, it's just, that's calculus to me. I don't know what that is. But let's go through the weekend real quick.
Yes.
Friday night was dinner at the Lazy Dog. That was fun.
Friday night's always fun. You really don't know who all is going to show up. I was pretty excited. It was cool hanging out with everybody. Hung out for a few hours, and then we went over to Narayan's house after that. And the Bills had gotten there about 11 o'clock, and we hung out for probably till a little bit after midnight.
Yeah, it was about 1 o'clock by the time I got home, and it's 30 minutes from Narayan. So it was, maybe it was about 12:45 by the time I got home. But anyways, yeah, it was fun Friday night. I was pushing myself because I'm like, this is it. You couldn't do it at Celebration. You could do it here at home. Like, at least I had my bed and my pillow that I was returning to. So
yeah.
Let's push it.
I was really proud of you, Jason.
Thanks.
And then we were up at like 7 a.m. on Saturday to go to Narayan's and kind of help him set up. We didn't do a whole lot of setting up Saturday morning. It was just basically, you had your tent to set up, and we just kind of found the corner and hung out until we got called to play cornhole.
And again, I was pushing myself because it's like Narayan was looking for volunteers, and I was pushing myself not to volunteer. Right. Because I'm so like, yeah, of course, I'll help at the table. Yeah, I'll do the theater stuff. But I'm like, I do so much. Maybe one day of fun. But I did help out with the raffle. So
yeah, you did. We both kind of you kind of brought the things. That's why I took charge of the raffle, and I think I kind of looked at getting a raffle drum for next year, but those things are expensive.
What's expensive?
A raffle drum.
What's that?
Where you put you spin it and like all the raffle piece that it spins the raffle tickets better.
Oh,
I think I did a pretty decent job this year because like all the people who bought lots of tickets won lots of prizes, but
so it was
you know, like
proportionally better.
right. But I think like getting a raffle draw may be better, but they're like $50 to $100.
I won The Making of Return of the Jedi, the book by J.R. Rinsler.
Yeah.
Very excited about that. And then I won the Ryan Shaw prototype. I felt really
That's the best one you could win, dude.
Yeah. It was funny because I got a laugh out of it. And I'm always on a high when I make people genuinely laugh. And so it's a prototype of the Rhodian from Playboy in the 70s or the 80s, where she's fully exposed, but it's the toy figure. And this is a first shot or prototype of that figure. So it's a prototype of a custom. But you yelled out, "Jason's got boobs." And my wife was in the room, and I turned and I looked at her in front of everyone. I'm like, "It's just a toy. It's just a toy." And like the whole room started laughing, and I'm like, nice. I feel good.
It was funny because Ian's daughter was helping me draw names because I tried having different people draw, help me, because then you're kind of at least getting different people pick because they pick from different parts of it. And it was like, "Emma, you could yell," and she was having a ball with that. Like, make sure you're nice and loud. So, and your wife was outside, and they actually said they could only hear her and they couldn't hear me.
Yeah, because Emma was really nice and loud. 5, 6, 1. So she heard it right away. Playing cornhole was fun.
Yep.
I was paired up with Maggie at one point, who I haven't really hung out with. So this was like the first time I hung out with Maggie, and she is so sweet. Such a kind soul. Enjoyed hanging out with her for a little bit.
Yeah, Maggie's awesome.
And I got to make her a Grand Moff Tarkin pill based on the vintage collection for her.
That's her jam, dude.
Yeah, we'll get there. So that was fun. I wasn't there last year, so I wasn't able to try 9 rabbits. But I had the cheesesteak. The only thing I didn't get on it was the horseradish. It came with peppers, onions, and mushrooms. Again, I was pushing myself because I normally would just get the cheese and meat.
Right.
I do like mushrooms, and I was like, do I get without onions and peppers? And then I'm like, no, I'll just do it. And I thought it was amazing. I thought it was really good. The fries were good.
Yeah. I think last year was a little bit better, but we'll see what happens year after next or next year.
But it was great. And then we went out to dinner. And we went to all right, get this.
God.
I'm not a beer drinker. Everyone else is. The Bills really like beer. They seem to like the craft beer. They're really into it. And is it craft beer? What do they call it? The Schwitzernoodle? What was it called? Schwitzblock?
I don't remember what it was what they were drinking.
Anyways, the first place we go to was a brewery. Like they had the tubs to make their own beer, and we sit down and they're like, "Well, everything's closed because we're cleaning it." I'm like, "What's the point of going to a brewery if you don't have any beer on tap? All they have are the bottles."
Right.
So we went next door to a tavern, and they had beer on tap. They had a bunch of different stuff that everyone seemed pleased about. So that was great. What was her name? Annabelle. And she showed up right at the end of the summer social. She's escaped. It starts with an A. I'd look it up, but anyways, she lives in Brooklyn, but she's down here for a conference, her husband's conference. So she was at the aquarium all day, but then she showed up for a little bit, and then she hung out with us at the dinner, and it was just cool to like try to be including someone new to the hobby. And you can see that she was kind of shy, so I really didn't want to push too much and try to like fold her in, because everyone kind of comes I think she might be heading to some of the New York events because she's part of the New
Right.
York
Yeah.
crew.
She said she lives in the Bronx. So
And then we did room sales.
yeah.
Did you pick
That was
anything
fun.
up?
Just stuff for the wife. I didn't pick anything up for me.
Okay.
I picked her up some still in shrink wrap Ewok puzzles. Like the cartoon Ewok puzzles. And that was it. I think I sold some stuff, which was nice. Sold some of the Kenner. I got some Kenner Toy Fair catalogs and sold some of those. But that's it.
Yep. I sold some of my modern stuff and some of the pills. And I bought from Tony a Black Series Stormtrooper to go in the Cantina as I continue to build that.
Right.
Tony was funny because he bought something off of Dan Lowe. He bought a Yak Face and a Luke Skywalker. I think it was a Luke. And he walks up to me, he goes, "Hey, Jason, pop!" He popped the figure off the bubble, like completely out of left field, trying to get a rise out of me.
Yeah, and you're just kind of like, I'm over it, guys.
It doesn't make me mad. It's funny. Like what he did was extremely funny. Because he didn't there was no warning. There was no look what I just bought. Pop. It was, "Hey Jason, pop," right in my face. Tony's great.
Yeah, Tony's a good guy. And eventually one day it'll be nice to see his collection.
Yeah, I was telling him my daughter's thinking about going to UGA, which is in Athens. And he's like, "UGA is a horrible school. Tell your daughter she can't come to UGA. It's not a good school to go to." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I don't want to clean my house." So along those lines. He's sitting in his car. "That's not exactly what I said, Jason." And then I'll hear about it next time I see him.
Yeah. The good thing it'll be the end of August. Well, no, I don't know when to see him again. Because isn't he going to the
Yeah, he's going up to New York.
Going up to New York, yeah. So
Maybe
we'll miss it.
September.
Maybe.
So yeah, room sales was great. Another late night, got home, hit up at 7. I decided I was going to send everyone through the garage, and I decided, no, I shouldn't do that. So we quickly cleaned the garage, cleaned the kitchen to let everyone in, and had all the food set up so you're not eating in the garage, And then I did some lawn work to kind of cut away some of the overgrown bushes to make a better path. So I did all of that stuff before.
I'm sure your neighbors loved you for that.
Yeah, I'm sure they did, but we got it done.
Yeah.
But it was fun, and it makes me think if I were to ever do a larger scale event at my place, it's going to be a challenge. I mean, having 6 people in the room is pretty full. So how would you do 30, 40, 50, 60, 70? How would I do the social? Not that I'm looking to do the social. I'm just saying I got to think that through.
Yeah, I think the only place you could really Narayan's is like the only place you could do the social unless we rented a place.
I'm not saying I want to do the social. I just want to be clear. I'm just thinking what if we did something bigger?
Right.
How would I do that? And I don't know if I could.
Unless everybody had to come in waves, and that would be a long couple of hours.
Yeah. But all in all, I had a blast. I'm retiring the stupid hat joke. I made that joke at the social, and I got a big laugh out of it. And I think, that joke's played out. I got to find something else now. I've made that joke quite a few times in the past couple months. We're good.
So I need to do I need to retire? That's what she said.
I think that's part of your charm.
Yeah, I think it is too. I think people expect it from me. It's like somebody will make a joke and then they look right at me, or say something and then they look right at me.
I think with me it's like creative stagnation. Come on, do something else.
All right. I
don't like doing the same thing over and over again. But yeah, thinking back on it, it was such a blast. Celebration was fun, but this was the right amount of fun. Exhaustion, but not too much exhaustion like at Celebration. I was tired, but I was still having fun, and I wasn't too tired to have fun, if that makes sense.
Right. Right. Yeah. Because you were in your own bed, and you were, we weren't halfway across the world or on the other side of the country.
Exactly. And so I really, like, thinking back on it, had fun. You were kind of talking, I don't know if you wanted to get into it. You said that the expectations were kind of tempered or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because I'm becoming a bitter old bastard, or is it just, not that I need to get away from the hobby. Maybe I just my expectations need to change for things. I don't know what it is, or I don't know.
It's something worth talking about sometime, to
Yeah.
say, like, how do you balance being 100% in, but then knowing that maybe it's time to tap the brakes and just be 75% in.
Right. And I'm not saying that I'm ready to get out of it. It's just, I think my expectations need to come down a notch or whatever. I don't know. Or it's sort of the same way in life. You expect something to be like, oh, and it's just, oh.
That's what she said.
Right. Well, the same thing happened a few years ago to me with stuff. And I think I just look forward to things and expect things to happen. And it doesn't, because like when I was waiting for, like, I'll just bring a Star Wars reference in there. When I was waiting for, like, Force Awakens to come out, Guardians of the Galaxy came out before that. And I didn't enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy because I'm waiting for Force Awakens.
Oh.
It's stupid stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how to help you with that. Other than you might want to temper your expectations for the Ahsoka show, because knowing you and your expectations and hearing this now, like, you might want to chill on that one.
I'm totally trying to chill on the Ahsoka show. Really, really bad. Because I don't want that show ruined to me.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. I can't wait to do it next year. And how do we take it up a notch, and how do we make it better for the guests? I mean, as somebody who tried to be a guest and not somebody who's in the club, it was fun, but it's like, what can we do? What else can we do? How do we improve and make this better?
Yeah.
100% clear, like, that was an amazing event, and I don't know if you can do better.
The only thing you could do is bring more stuff and maybe take a page from the Empire Club, see how that goes.
Yeah, I just okay. I know what I want to say. I don't know how to say it. I would rather be a trailblazer.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I get it. You want to, yeah. And it's hard to be that when you're involved in a community like this, because we're all the clubs are involved together. So it's like one club will do something, and one of the clubs will be like, oh man, I want to do that. So then they take it up a notch. And then some other club goes, oh man, I want to do what they're doing. So they take it up a notch.
Yeah.
So we end up borrowing a lot from everybody. And it just, it's hard to be that trailblazer nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, we could take everybody to your whatever lake house you've got.
No, that's not going to work. Nope, I'm vetoing that right away. So, I don't know. Anything else? Any final thoughts on this summer social?
I had fun. Don't get me wrong. I had fun. I think I compare it to, like, the first time you see something or the first time you do something, and it was just amazing. And it's hard to top things sometimes. But yes, I had fun. Don't get me wrong. It was hot and sweaty, but I love hanging out with my Star Wars peeps. Love hanging out with my Star Wars family, and there's nothing like it because you miss them. When you don't have it, you miss it.
And we had people from where? Indiana, Kentucky,
yeah,
Ohio,
Pittsburgh,
South Carolina, almost North Carolina. That was a cancel at the last minute.
Yeah, and then we had West Virginia, Sam's from
West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Yeah, West Virginia.
Take me home, country road.
Texas. Mr. George is from Texas.
Yeah.
That was great to meet him after listening to him on the
Prototypes in Production.
Yeah.
With your host.
Yeah, I introduced and I started talking to him for a while. I was like, "Are you on a podcast?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm on Smugglers Galaxy." He's like, "Oh, I think I've listened to that." I'm like, "Oh, well, thanks for listening. I think I've heard one of those episodes." And we started talking. I walk away. I'm like, "Shit, I know what episode he listened to. If I could go back in time, I'd be like, dude, I had nothing to do with that. I'm so sorry." It is what it is.
Right.
Sorry, Mr. George.
Yeah.
Anyways, anything else?
No, I think we're good, man.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Should I delay this a little bit more while I pull up my script? I just also wanted to mention last week we talked about the Micro Galaxy Squadron. Still haven't seen them here in Georgia. I saw something online about, I guess Walmart does things by weeks, and we're like in week 23, and the reset is in week 26. So it's like we have 3 more weeks until they should officially be on the store shelves, if I understood what thing right.
But what I don't get, Tony found them when he on his way home from the social.
Yeah, I don't pretend to know. It's just what I thought I was understanding online. Follow Micro Galaxy Squadron on Instagram. He's always posting the latest information, and he was posting things from San Diego Comic-Con, which was great. It's just one source to understand more about the line.
Yeah. I just want to find Sabine. That's all I want to do. Find Sabine and the Hera, and then find make a ghost.
When that officially comes out.
Right. And then a Phantom. And then the Phantom 2. And then a Thrawn. And then
And then thank you for listening to the Smugglers Galaxy podcast. Please leave a like and a 5-star review of the show anywhere you listen to your podcasts. If it's allowed, it really helps us out and points people to our show. Follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Send us an email or message us. We love feedback. We love to make you part of the show. And we love meeting our listeners like Sam's. Our email address is smugglersgalaxy@gmail.com. To Alfonso Riviera for the Smugglers Galaxy logo. You can find them at Puerto Rico Star Wars on Facebook. And he's a new podcast called, or maybe it's an old podcast that he's just relaunching, Rock the Force.
Yes.
And thank you to Levi Waterhouse for the Smugglers Galaxy music. Hasbro re-released VC66. Hashtag vote with your wallet. Pass on what you've learned. Be a positive force in the collecting community. This is the way.
This is the way.